everybody! Today I'm back with another YouTube video, and I want to continue to work in my memory planner. Now, it's been a while. Actually, we left off in, wait a second, oops, over here, week 9 of February, and then the next thing would have been March. Now, I'm going to confess, I haven't done anything in this planner for a while, 3 months actually. Now I want to continue in the month of June. I think it's important if you have a project that's an ongoing project like this one, even if you miss a few weeks, or in my case months, just continue where you are now. Go on, don't skip the whole project, and you can always come back and fill in the blanks. In my case, 3 months. But yeah, I would recommend not just ditching the whole project, but really trying to go on with it and complete it in one way or another. Now, this is the page I have to work with. I'm not gonna care about the dashboard for now. And what I want to do first is cover up this bit over here. Now for that, I picked this piece of paper, which is actually, wait, I think it went like this. Yeah, this is from the 8x8 pad, and this is just the other half. And I'm just gonna cut off this strip up here and glue it over this piece. So let me quickly do that. Okay, and I want to include the green part over here. And that is because in one of my photos, I do have a little pop of green, and I want to kind of repeat it to make the whole page more cohesive. So, first thing, do I need to ink anything on the bottom? I don't think so. Let me grab my glue stick. And what I want to do is I want to carefully lift this part up so that I can slide the right side of this strip underneath. But I could probably get away with, use my pencil, cutting it off here so that I don't have to lift the entire part. Okay, and I'm carefully going underneath here with my tweezers. I know that I used double-sided adhesive for this piece, so let me see, is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. Okay, get my glue on here. And slide this underneath. So the glue stick does give me a little wiggle room, which is good and actually makes my life a bit easier. Just see that we're nicely lined up, looks good, and press this back down. And just make sure everything has good contact. Like that. Okay. Now I want to ink the top edge with Black Soot Distress ink, just to bring everything together. That edge is already inked, so we're good over there. Okay, get this out of my way. And I have already cut some hole reinforcements from the paper collection. It's one of the red papers, and I just want to get those on so that they are out of my way. And I did prepare a lot this week or this time because I want to get a whole spread done, including 2 weeks. And as I had mentioned before in my earlier videos, I do count a week to a certain month depending on the amount of days. So every time a Thursday falls into the next month, for example, then that week goes into that month in my planner. I hope that makes sense. Okay, that's that. Let me quickly think what I'm... Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you, these are the hole reinforcements, or the reinforcements that the die that I cut these with. These are from the reinforcement set, I guess it's number 1, but don't nail me down on that one. Get these out of my way. Okay, and now I have my photos over here. Now I also didn't actually film much because in some weeks I just didn't have or didn't feel like I had any photos to really put into this planner. So going back, and I did that already, I scrolled through my photo roll on my phone and just try to figure out which photos would actually work in this planner, and in some weeks I just don't really have one, so I have to figure out what to do with those weeks actually. Okay, so this is a photo. That's again a week where not really much was going on, so I did make a bunch of cards, and these are included in here. Now I of course didn't film those, so you can take a look on the photo what cards I created. And then I got this beautiful candle, which I love, and I wanted to include that picture. And I first thought about using the original label that came with that candle and putting it in here, but I also didn't want to lose the information that's on the back. So I just color copied it, and I want to back it on a piece of black to make it stand out a bit more. So first of all, I want to glue this piece down. And the black cardstock is just cut to size, so no die cutting involved. Let me center this, kind of like that, and then punch the hole. Okay. So, and then I want to arrange it somewhat like this. Probably like this. And then I need to add a spot for journaling and my week number. So this was week 23. And for journaling, I thought I would add some of these labels. Now, most of these in this box, some of them are bought, like this one, but others are just stamped with the retro label set by Elizabeth Craft Designs. And yeah, now I want to figure out what color green I actually like best with this spread. That's a bit darker. I think this is a almost perfect match, so I'm going to go with this color. Let me see, something like this. This one over here. And for my numbers, let me quickly grab a piece of black paper just to check if I want to cut this piece off or not. It would actually work if I cut it off, I think. So this is basically my spread. And I'm gonna glue my things down. So starting with this photo. No, that doesn't look good. No, I'm gonna go with that. And these photos are printed with my Canon Selphy printer and then hand cut out. Or actually I used my paper trimmer to get straight lines. And I always like to use this craft mat to line my things up, to kind of have an optical guide, if you will. I think that's good. This one. And I'm gonna add my journaling later. Get this down first. Up here. Okay, don't press it down, just lay it down and take a closer look. Yep, this could go higher up. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay, like that. And cut off the excess. Get this photo in like that. This little hexagon. And this label. I want to move my hexagon like that. Make sure we're all straight. And press it down. The only thing I'm thinking about is, should I lift these up to put them over the top of my label? I mean, it doesn't get in the way. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, and it was week 23. And these numbers I cut out with the Letters and Numbers set by Elizabeth Craft Designs, which I really love to indicate the weekly numbers. I think I've almost used it every week that I've completed in this planner. Okay, so except for the journaling, this page is done. And we're gonna go on with week 24. And I've also prepped a few things for that. So I didn't plan on doing a soccer theme, but we do have the European Championship in Germany right now. And somehow, yeah, we went to town last Friday, to Munich, and the town was full of Scottish fans, which was so much fun, seeing them celebrate and really enjoying themselves. And I wanted to include that, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So this page I have done basically the same way as this one. I used the torn page. Wait a second, I think I have it somewhere here to show you. Yeah. The torn page with frame, and I just placed my paper against this edge over here, and then I folded it in half to wrap around and have a binding strip for this page. Get that out of my way. And if you want to check out how I did this, you have to go back to the planner dashboard video that I made in January as I started constructing my dashboards. Yeah. Okay. Again, first things first, I want to get down my hole reinforcements. I did use the same size. Get something white underneath. The same size as on this piece of, or on this page. And since our national colors are black, red, and gold, I cut the hole reinforcements accordingly. So these are gonna go on here. And these are all cut with the Elizabeth Craft Designs adhesive on the back, just to make things easier to glue down. Okay, so next thing, we went to lunch. This is my husband, as usual, with his face hidden underneath a smiley sticker. Now I need to see how I'm gonna space this out to make it all fit. And these are again just photos, and I backed them on colored cardstock. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this, and then I did cut this this banner from the Summer State of Mind set. Summer State of Mind, this one over here, came with a stamp set and all these summery fun dies. And I also cut a second layer of in the colors of our flag again, just to repeat these colors, this black, red, and gold. I just want to quickly glue these down so that I don't lose anything. Red. And gold. And I didn't actually want to use gold like metal paper, so I just opted for the yellow. I think that's more close to what our flag actually looks. Okay, like that. Trash these. Okay. And this is going to go over here, and I already added my journaling on these pictures, so I don't want to cover that up. That's why placement is a bit crucial. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah. Glue him down first. using black on black is probably not the best of choices, but the shirts, or the shirts and pants our national team wears for soccer games is usually black and white. So I wanted to repeat that flair, if you will. Trying to place this straight. Or I wanted to repeat that look, I should say. That's probably better. Like that. Then let me pop these little pieces out. Okay, now I'm going to use, my glue runner on this flag part, or banner part, or bunting. And I'm just gonna add a little spot of collage medium once I have this in place on these little ribbon parts. I'll just move it a tiny little bit, and I have my bunting in place, and I'll just lift it up and add a tiny dot of collage medium to secure these ribbon ends in place, or string ends. And press down and grab a piece of paper towel just to blot off any excess glue. Okay, the next thing I want to do is add my week, and for that I did cut one of those nested fish tails. I think these are the stitched ones, also from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And I'm just gonna add some tape runner and place this in here. Make sure I'm straight. Line that up and straighten it out. And this mat is really helpful with these lines, with these grid lines, to help you get your things straight. And get my 24 on there for the week. Also cut with the same set as these numbers. Let me see how it's gonna fit on here, like that. Let me move the 2 a bit more to the center, like that. I think that's all right. Okay, and then on that Friday, as we were in town, Germany and Scotland actually played against each other, and Germany won. So I'm going to include the score, and for that I just cut myself letters and numbers, and I used the Tim Holtz, this alphabet set, and it's called Alphanumeric Bold. And again with tape on the back. Now I'm wondering, I think I should start with the score. Just think about my placement. Where do I want the score? Do I want it dead center? Yeah. Okay. Let me quickly figure this out. The page is, wait, the center of the page is at 2 3/8. So this is 2, so that's about here. But I want to exclude this ½ inch, so I would go in, wait a second, I still need a ruler for that. Okay, so ignore this part, and then I have my center at about this point. 2 1/8, 2 1/8, yeah. Okay, so that's where my dots are gonna go for the score. 1, and I probably should get the number in first. So that I see how much room I actually have. Other dot here. And then the 5. A little bit lower, but otherwise I did like the placement. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the R, and I don't mind the numbers overlapping or the letters overlapping the picture, because actually here in front you can see a few faces, and I kind of want to hide those because I don't want pictures of strangers in my planner, even though I mean there is a lot of people, but I wanted to depict the crowd and how large it was, and not necessarily other people that don't belong to my family or anything. Now, where's the last dot? Like that. The S. C. Okay, the O might get, yeah, in the way over here. So I think I have to, well, that's gonna be difficult to move everything. Let me check, is the 0 narrower? Yeah. So I think I'm going to cheat. Here's the 0. Yeah, and go with that for the O. Let me quickly die cut that. So it's always good to measure out where things are going to land, especially if you have letters or numbers that you want to include in your spreads or in your layouts. As demonstrated by me right now. It really does look like a 0, right? But I think that's what it's gonna be, because I can't take away my journaling. I don't want to hide it. So that's what it is. And actually, that's it already. this is my spread for week 23 and 24. And I'm going to try to go on in the future doing spreads, because I think the kind of how I work, I think it's easier for me to have the pages laid out next to each other and know what I'm doing, because had I done this spread and then not knowing what's going to go on this week, maybe you have photos that don't match color-wise, it's always hard. So I want to kind of try that for the next few weeks, just going on in spreads. So the next planner video will be after week 4 of June. Yeah, let's see. I hope to carry on with this planner and not fall behind again. At least not as much as I have since March. So let me get this in the right place. That's March, July. Okay. And if you have fallen behind with any project you're doing, really, just pick it up again. I have been crafting. I have also been finishing some projects from the past. That's why I haven't been so active on YouTube as I was at the beginning, or in the first 2 months of the year, or 2.5. Just go on crafting and pick something up that you've not finished and that you're unhappy about. Just go back and really do it, because it's worth it. And usually, at least in my case, things that you have lying around unfinished just cause crafty clutter, and they are blocking your, I don't know, your creativity, because you always have those projects in the back of your mind. So I hope to see you again soon, and until then, happy crafting. See you. Bye.